Let's look today at 3 grips you can use for the clock choke. So when we're working a clock choke, our partner is down, and by whatever means you use to get behind your partner. A lot of times for us, it's the front headlock after we've snapped our partner down. Sometimes it's off of a failed shot, your partner shot in on you. Sometimes it's a reversal, but sometimes it's some other version of a back take where you land here behind your partner. When you're behind your partner, initially you'll probably be here, right behind your partner's hip, not too close to their shoulders. But when you finish the clock choke, you want to be up by their shoulders. So the first grip that we'll look at is one where we take our partner's wrist on the far side. When we take this control, this diagonal control here, it's diagonal because we're off to our partner's right and we're controlling their left. You have to be a little bit cautious with getting this grip. And if you get it too early or you get it too deep, and a lot of times what people will do is they'll start here with a really tight grip around their partner's waist, and their partner will trap their arm, and then they end up getting rolled through with makukomi, or your partner sits out. So you want to be a little bit cautious about reaching too deep too early. But when we do get this grip the one-on-one, it allows us some good control over our partner's defensive hand. So before we score that grip, we're going to begin here. We're going to take our inside hand, the near hand by our partner's shoulder. Our inside arm, outside arm here is going to open our partner's lapel. Okay, so you don't want to get your grip on your partner's wrist and then try to get your collar. You want to get the collar first, so we'll open the lapel here with our left hand. The partner sits up here, you can see. We're flaring the lapel. We're going to flare it, put our thumb inside, get our grip. Now from here, we're going to take a grip on our partner's wrist. So again, the advantage of this grip is that when your partner goes to defend now, they only have one hand to defend with. We're controlling the hand. They only have their inside arm, and that's pretty tough to defend this cross grip here with this arm. It's much more effective to take a grip on this side here so your partner can pull that wrist down. So we're going to control the wrist. We're going to fold it to the inside. Okay, we don't want to leave it out here. We want to fold it in. Now from here, we're going to move our body out so that we're in line with our partner's shoulders. We're going to take our legs, we're going to walk around here, and we're going to end up to a point where we are 90 degrees to our partner. Once we're here, with our grip in place, we're going to move past the line of our partner's shoulders. Right now I'm behind his shoulder line here. You can see the hips are behind the line of our partner's shoulders. So we're going to bring our body forward. We're going to walk around the corner, and here we have a very strong strangle here. As we sink our weight and continue the action of walking around the corner. So the first grip is this grip where we're controlling our partner's wrist. The second grip, and arguably the most commonly seen, is one where we're just continuing to control our partner's lapels when we take a double lapel grip. So this happens where we feed our partner's grip and we take our first choking grip and we get our second hand inside so that you've got 2 thumbs in, one thumb, the other thumb in. So this would work where we open flare and then maybe we go to control our partner's wrist, and a lot of times after you've done this, they'll start to take their wrist out. Then we'll simply come back to the lapel and score the grip in this fashion. When you have this grip, you have an incredibly strong, robust grip, and you can really start to exert a lot of power. You're going to straighten your 2 arms as you bring your chest forward, and then begin the action of moving past the line of your partner's shoulders, keeping your head down until your hips slip off your partner's shoulders. So the first grip is good for controlling your partner's wrist and preventing their defense. The second one is even stronger. Arguably the strongest grip that there is for the second hand involves controlling your partner's far leg. So you can begin with either of the first 2 grips where you flare, take your grip, and you begin the action of either controlling your partner's wrist, holding your partner's lapel, and walking around the corner. And sometimes what will happen here is your partner will kind of follow you or post this leg and start to work. We're going to take this hand and we're going to reach and we're going to take a scoop grip inside our partner's leg. This creates an incredibly powerful pull between your left hand and your right hand, so that when you cross the line of your partner's hips here, you're really getting just so much pressure and power. You're pulling your partner's knee towards their chin, you're folding the body in half, you're taking out all the slack from the gi, and you're really winding them up.